this is cycle 1, week 22, great composers. This is Wolfgang Mozart. We have now switched over to the classical period of music, and so you might want to revisit from week 19 what we're going to start to hear about in that classical music. And there is the 5-minute Mozart video about Mozart this time, and it's 2 minutes long. At the end of it, it does talk about another composer posing as Mozart, but he wasn't Mozart. And so if you want, you can cut this video short before it says that. You can leave it be and not talk about that, or you can talk about how other people were really jealous of this talent that God had given Mozart, and they wanted to be like him, and they wanted to take his glory. So you can kind of talk about how you want, but I just wanted to warn you that you need to decide what you want to do with that video if you're going to show it. So the 3 facts about him: he was a child prodigy, and I gave you the exact definition of what a prodigy is. You might want to ask your class. That might be a great way to engage them. He started composing at the age of 5. If you're doing anything at the age of 5, it's pretty amazing. So he played in the classical style, and it's probably one of the most famous composers, if not the most famous composer of all times. He created more than 600 works. Most of these were in Austria, where he was born. And these were not all full operas or compositions, but he composed the work. So still a lot of work to be composed, but don't confuse this with the operas that other people were composing. So this week we're going to do a harp. Unfortunately, it's not really gonna play. It's kind of more of just a cutesy kind of craft thing. I did want to stick more with something that was being played in that period rather than just playing something else, and of course budget was an issue, so there were some other possibilities, but this is the one that we're going to go with, at least for this week. And so each child is going to get a cardboard harp, and some of them have the holes cut out, some of them do not. If you have littler kids, I'd make sure that those are out. If you have bigger kids, obviously they'll be able to take them out really fast. And each child will get 1 piece of this twine kind of string as well. And you also need your paint, just the basic paint and paint brushes. And that should be it. So when I started doing this one, just to see how it would go, I just took it and I just started it. I tied just a little tie on the back of it, and then I just started weaving it in and out. But what I ran into the issue with really fast is the end of it frayed, and so I would also bring some Scotch tape. I don't know. I have some in my tutor bin, so maybe you guys do as well. So you don't need to necessarily bring it, but put a piece of Scotch tape on the end, kind of like a shoelace would be, and so it's not going to fray like that. And so once you get it all the way through, it will fit. It'll be short, but it will fit. Once you get it all the way through, then you're going to get out the paints and the paint brushes, and you're going to let the kids paint these. And this should take, both of those should take most of the time. And so maybe they can pretend like they're playing if they're littler. If not, if they're the bigger kids, then you can just be done and let them, try and do more detail or some extra stuff on the harp. Try and just let them paint the front. Please put their names or get a name label and put it on the back. They will take these home even though they'll be wet, and so you might want to think about how to do that as well. Good luck.